Let's see. We're touching base. What is wrong with this thing? Right. Okay. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Lord, I'm fixing it. Leave me alone. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get my life right, people. I'm trying to get my life right. Give me a chance. Okay. Okay. All right. Can everybody see me? I've been having some technical issues. Can you see me? Let me know. Yes. Hey. Okay. You can see me. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. This is the struggle is real. Okay. So, welcome to OMG Reviews. You know, after I have my little hiccups, here we go. But I want to say it's awesome to spend time with you this evening. Why? Because I had a great weekend. Yep, I had a lockdown weekend. Animus thing, blossom. I am not gonna lie. I can roll with this lockdown thing. I mean, this week anyway. If you know the fun I had, I was having a praise fest. Let me tell you, okay? I don't know how to describe it, but I feel I kind of have a vibe of how when you go, if you get to heaven and you be jamming, because I am telling you, I had fun. You know, Friday I was playing some old vibe tunes and, you know, just shamming and cooking and then, you know, on Sabbath Saturday I had praise and worship. Let me tell you, I broke it down. I watched sermon upon sermon and I was poured into. You know, I just felt I was alive yesterday as well. I'm like, I could do this, you know, resurrection weekend. We need a few more of these resurrection weekends. You guys need to tell me how your weekend was, because mine was fire. I was having a good old time. So, you know, also, I just want to share with you, you know, a slight issue I have. I need you guys to pray for me. I mean, for real, for real. You know, so we've gone down week 3 of lockdown. We did it, y'all. We did it. We're now week 4. And they're saying they're going to extend it. Lord have mercy. Anyway, then we're like, okay, you know, I can do this. I can do this. But I've actually started some new courses. So I'm vibing. I have decided I am furthering my career prospects. When I come out of lockdown, your girl is going to be even more hype than she was before she came in. So you see all this, the world is coming to an end. We're dying at, scratch that. This is a time to work on yourself. Work on you. If you want to look after your skin, your hair. All right, we won't do nails. We can't do nails, and you know we can't do feet because you know we're still in isolation. But we can do a course online. So many colleges and stuff are doing colleges online. You know, you've got no excuse as to why you can't get a new skill. None. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling you. So that's a plug for you. Better yourself. Develop you so that when you come out of this time, you're flawsome. Just like me. Anyway, I have a slight problem. Need your help. I have this dear darling lady in my life. Her name is Mother. Mother is behaving badly. Now when I say she's a very small, petite lady, I'm going to put her on blast because she's behaving badly. She is 4'9". How could you give so much trouble and you're 4'9"? Let me tell you. Do you know what she is doing? She is not grasping self-isolation or any form of isolation because she won't stop going out. And the worst part is, I get a phone call. Anastasia, I'm at the store. Can you come and pick me up? No! We're self-isolating. child and I honor my parents, I'm vexed now. Vexed. But I go out. I get in my car, I mask myself up, I get all the wipes, and I will go out and get her. And when I get there, I try to smile because I'm a good child. I'm a good child. But I'm not happy. And I'm not going to lie. Because you are putting me at risk. What's wrong with you? I don't understand it. I'm struggling here. Struggling! What do I do to get this little old lady to stay in her house? And she didn't go out one day last week. She went out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yep. The whole week. My mama was on the road. I know she don't like me at all. Anyway, let's put that aside. If you have any of those senior citizens that like to behave badly, I feel for you. I get it. Because I'm going through the struggle. And then the thing is, you just want to like, you know, I can't say really what I want to do, but why can't you just listen to me, mama? Just listen to me. It's because I love you and I want the best for you. And then I'm like, ooh, I sound like a parent to a parent. That is not cool. Fix up. Do you. I'm supposed to be the one running the streets. Behave yourself. Anyway. So, who has listened and what's going on in the world today? One of my really big upsets is the World Health Organization's rebuke of the 2 French scientists because they wanted to test out new vaccines in Africa. I mean, what we look like? As I was brought up with the terms, Kunamanu? Hell no! Test it on your damn self first. I mean, that's just rude. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't pronounce the hey Jack! I cannot pronounce the full name of the Director General for the World Health Organization. So we're gonna call him T-A-G. That's his name. I can say the first name. Tedros. I'm gonna be brave and try the second. Adhanom. And then the last name begins with G. That's all I got. Anyway, what's he say? He was very, very appalled that there would be racist remarks made at such a time as this when our world is in such a pandemic. Everybody's scared. Everybody's frightened. I mean, come on. Why would you say such a thing? You're taking liberties. They said, and I'm going to read for you, and I'm going to actually tell you the 2 French doctors' names because I need them to be put on blast. Okay? Hey! French doctors Camille Locht from INSERM, the French National Institute of Health and Medical Research, okay? And Jean-Paul Mira, okay? Head of the intensive medicine and the intensive care unit at Paris Cochin Hospital. They want to kill us, people. They want to kill us. Anyway, so what does our Director General say? He says that Africa cannot and will not be a testing ground for any vaccine. We will follow all the rules to test any vaccine and therapeutics all over the world using exactly the same rules, whether it's in Europe, Africa, or wherever. Okay? We'll use the same protocols. And he said that these comments were a disgrace and appalling to hear from scientists. Hey, Trey, how are you, darling? Oh dear. In the 21st century. So I thought, I don't want to just listen to them. I want to know what they said. So let me read the statement. It says, Dr. Mira said, if I can be provocative, shouldn't this study be done in Africa, where there are no masks, no treatment, no intensive care, a bit like it is done in some studies on AIDS or among prostitutes? I was like, whoa, hold up a minute. We are trying things because we know they, sex workers, are highly exposed and they don't protect themselves. What do you think about that? I think you've lost your tiny mind. Then Professor Locht replied, you're right. By the way, we're currently thinking in parallel about a study in Africa with the same type of approach, with the BCG tuberculosis vaccine and a placebo. I think a call has been issued or will be issued, and I think we are going to consider it. But that doesn't prevent us from thinking in parallel about a study in Europe and Australia. Oh, we just thought we'd just add that after you offered to kill us. Yes? Professor Locke was talking about conducting a study in Africa, in addition to current studies in Europe and Australia, to test the capacity of the BCG vaccine, and Dr. Mira's studies in question referred to what he assumed were the current conditions in Africa, where unlike several European countries, including France and countries, they were not in lockdown. I'm like, hell, that's just sad. We're not counted. As a black people, test us, do this. I mean, really, you might as well say we're still in slavery then. You just took off the chains. What kind of madness is that? I am sorry. It really, really upset me. I was angry and I was disgusted that in the 21st century, this is still the mindset. And I'm not going to be silent about it. And I know that, I like to be all positive and happy, which I am. But that just takes the biscuit. And I'm trying to use polite words just in case any young people under the age of 12 are listening. So, they're wrong about Africa. The situation on the ground is not as it's described. There are masks, there are treatments, there is intensive care. What are they talking about? Maybe if they actually took the time to go to Africa, they might actually know what is going on. It is so disgusting to think that we will be thought of like that. And even, I'm glad footballers like Didier Drogba and, Samuel Eto'o have all made statements and complained. So if you are hearing about it, don't be silent. Make sure that it's fair and equal for all of us in the world. It's about humanity. This is something that we all need to come together for. And we don't need to have any racial bigotry being thrown around. Prime example, the same as like what's happening in China. They're being very unkind to the Africans in China. I mean, come on, people. We're the people that have one of the highest buying power in the world. We purchase some of the most things in this world. Don't ever play with the power that you have as a black person. You are not inferior. You are equal. Don't ever get that twisted. And that's my plug and my shout out. Sorry, I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Get off my soapbox. Now, unfortunately, another topic that really came to mind this week was domestic violence. Domestic violence has increased rapidly over the past 3 weeks. It's crazy. 25% calls to emergency numbers. Hotlines have been doubled. Men, women, and children in this situation are at risk. So I'm not saying to go and spy on your neighbors, but I am saying if you can give a shout out, just check on people, be neighborly. You don't have to go in their house and, check like that. But if there's a family that could be young or, finances is tight or whatever, because stress is one of the main reasons for domestic violence. Financial stress, job loss, things like this. And many people have lost their jobs. Please think of others. And, and even just a smile saying, hi, how you doing? That's a positive. So, that's also going to be a blessing. Also, going on to the fun side, for all you pet lovers out there, yes, especially y'all that go to your puss and your dog, well, let me help you out. 4-year-old female Malayan tiger at the Bronx Zoo has tested positive for coronavirus. Your puss have coronavirus. How did the puss get the coronavirus? It's believed that they're one of the first cases of animal infected COVID-19 in the US, and Nadia, along with 6 other big cats, has been infected by a symptomatic zookeeper. Hello, human gave the germs to the puss. And then they were like, they think maybe, he sneezed or, whatever. And they realized something was wrong when they saw the cats showing symptoms, including a dry cough. I don't even want to know what it's like for a puss to have a dry cough or sneezing. That just sounds nasty. But at the end of the day, they want to tell people, and I'm going to tell you all, stop hugging up the puss and the dog. You cannot wrap up with the animal. Animal, human. Human, animal. Don't do it. You're giving each other germs. It's nasty. So, they're saying they've isolated the pets, and they're saying that people who have pets do not could be too close or wrap up with them, which, I mean, they're supposed to be outside and just come on the ground anyway. Anyway, I'm not going to give you my opinion on where wildlife is supposed to be. You see that term? Wildlife. Wildlife. So please, people, be careful. I know you all love your pets, and if we're going to be even 21st century, your canine or your feline friends, you need to be wise, to be careful. Isolation. It goes for the animal kingdom as well. But I'm going to give you my favorite before I leave you. 2 favorites before we go. There were twins born in India called Corona and COVID. Do you see that I've just paused? Hi, what's your name, little girl? Corona. What's your name, little boy? COVID. What kind of stupidness is this? Yeah? One of the worst times in history, and you want to remind people when you're picking them walking down the street, Corona and COVID. COVID and Corona. No, I need you to hear what they said. No. So, they said, the delivery happened after facing several difficulties, and therefore my husband and I wanted to make the day memorable. Preeti Verma. I'm putting you on blast, Preeti. 27-year-old, mother of twins. Besides, the names are beautiful in their own, with Corona being Latin for crown, added Vinay Verma, the father, and Vinay Verma. You have issues, yeah? Also, we wanted the fair associated with these names to end and the public to focus on sanitation and hygiene. So you want the fear of the coronavirus to end, and you name your children Corona and COVID. I'm done. Maybe it doesn't mean coronavirus and COVID-19 in India. Maybe when it's said in, whether it's Urdu, Gujarati, or whatever language that they speak there, it doesn't mean that. Because to me, that is foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Foolishness. And then I love this part. But then it said, the couple said there is pressure from the family elders and others that say they should change their decision later and rename the children. That is good advice. Take it. Take the advice. Rename the children. Or stupid. That is my personal opinion. Anyway, ending on a lighter note, we have our dear Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK. He's out of hospital. Yay! Let me tell you why. One, we know that he was going to buy his treatment, okay? He the Prime Minister, President, the man up top. He got this. He can afford to pay it. Well, we're paying it with our taxes. So he's good. Then on top of it, our Thai Prime Minister, he's recovered after a week in hospital, been in the ICU. He's, after gone through his experience, he's got nothing but praise for the NHS, our National Health Service, and all of the workers. I am so proud of them. And he even says quite a few doctors by the name of Nick, and especially 2 nurses who stood by his bedside all night, by the name of Jenny from New Zealand and Luis from Portugal. Interesting. So, how's this Brexit gonna work? Because you've just had the staff that saved your butt in the ICU come from way down yonder, from New Zealand, and in Portugal, which is in Europe, but you want to be by yourself. By yourself. That not gonna work. You know why? Because by yourself you're gonna fanny. Where's the UK staff that supported you? or people that were born here that supported you. Yeah, I'm not hearing the names. You might want to fix that. So the good thing right now, though, is that they've extended all visas for all health professionals until January next year. So you can count on them to save your ass until then. This is ridiculous. Okay? Foolishness at its best. I'm happy that our workers, health workers anywhere throughout the whole world, every single country, that you're a health worker. And I say health worker, I mean from the cleaners, the cooks, the janitors, everything. You know, from nurses, doctors, everybody. You're amazing. And of course, we love you right now. We need you. Those professions. But I don't want us to forget, we've also got the people in the supermarkets. They're risking their lives with us going in there all the time. So let's not forget our supermarket workers, all the delivery drivers, the food, everything like that. So as I end on this note, remembering that even though we're in week 4 of lockdown, it's still to stay positive, it's still to stay happy. Build on yourself. Remember, we're all flawsome, but you're still amazing. Thank you guys. Have a great week, and we will touch base next Sunday. I took a break yesterday because I wanted you all to just relax and experience Resurrection Sunday. And as I said before, it was amazing for me because I just did church. I churched out this weekend. I did more church than I would do when I normally go to church. And I've been truly blessed by the experience. So I just want to say to you guys, I know it's tough, but don't give up. You guys can do this, okay? We're going to get through this together. And of course, any tips and stuff that you need, and anything that I've spoken about in previous reviews, I've got all the information. I can send it to you, whether it's courses online, whether it's contact numbers, I'll signpost you. So guys, I just want to say thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure hanging out with you, and I'm going to say it's bye from me. Oh, it's just me. Oh yeah, so it's bye from me. Bye. Oh Lord, now I gotta remember how to turn this thing off. So, oh my gosh, it has been fun with you guys. Thank you. Yeah.